Day 4. The Road to Emmaus. The Bible say in Luke 24:13-35, that very day 2 of them were going to a village named Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and they were talking with each other about all these things that had happened. While they talked and discussed together, Jesus himself drew near and went with them. But their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And Jesus said to them, O foolish ones, and slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Was it not necessary that the Christ should suffer these things, and enter into his glory? And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. Stay with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is now far spent. And their eyes were opened, and they recognized him. And he vanished from their sight. Did not our hearts burn within us while he talked to us on the road? Day 1 was command. Day 2 was danger. Day 3 was argument. Day 4 is interpretation. The disciples on the Emmaus road did not lack memory. They had too much of it raw, unprocessed, painful. The crucifixion, the empty tomb, the rumors they could not verify. Their cry is the cry of every believer in the dark. We had hoped. Notice, Jesus does not rebuke them for speaking. He does not silence their grief. He walks with it. For 7 miles, he listens. And then only then he re-narrates. Not new facts. Old facts, seen through new light. The same scriptures they had read their whole lives. Now interpreted through the lens of his suffering and glory. This is what the Spirit does with your obscure testament. Not rewriting your history, revealing who was walking in it all along. There is a difference between recollection and recognition. Recollection is memory as dated the facts, the dates, the sequence. Recognition is memory as revelation, the sudden, breath-stopping awareness that the ordinary road you have walked 1,000 times was holy ground. The disciples recollected the entire journey. They only recognize him at the breaking of bread. Why? Because recognition requires hospitality. It requires you to stop walking, to invite the stranger in, to set the table. You cannot recognize God at 70 miles per hour. You recognize him when you pause. Your spiritual memory is not incomplete. It is uninterpreted. The Spirit's work is to walk the 7 miles with you through the grief, the confusion, though we had hoped, and then, at the table, to open your eyes. What painful memory needs reinterpretation, not denial, but revelation of Christ's presence in it? Not the memory you have preached about, the one you avoid, the one that still stings when it surfaces, the failure, the betrayal, the prayer that returned void, the season when you said, we had hoped, and the hope died. Jesus does not avoid that road. He walks it, and his interpretation does not erase the suffering. It redeems its meaning. The cross was necessary. The silence was not absence. The delay was not denial. The stranger was not a stranger. He was there. You did not know, but I'm glad you know now. Do this now, unedited, unperformed. Read an old journal entry. Return to a hard season, not to relive the pain, to ask the question, where was Jesus that I could not see then? Do not rush the answer. Let the Spirit walk the 7 miles. Let him interpret. Let the bread break. Let your eyes open. This is not nostalgia. This is Emmaus. The road you thought was a dead end becomes the place you recognize in. Day 5 drops tomorrow. The engraved name. Subscribe so you don't miss it.